Okay.
All right, so we're back. So we had a little glitch. All right, Carol, so this is Pre, and what I was saying, you know, he's conditioned, and I've started doing this with all of them. You know, when I'm sitting down, he'll lay down like that by me. If I get up and go, and I'm going to purposely do it, and this is what you guys at home need to do, because they're very, very aware of this. If they learn to watch yours, I'm going to purposely keep him out of my eye line. I'm not going to go, hey, buddy, let's go, bud. None of that. I'm going to, because what I want this dog to say is, you cannot take your eyes off them. They will take off. You have got to watch them, just like we say about them. So he's completely out of my eye line. You know, and I think you guys have got to, and I only discovered that last Tuesday. But you've got to be that good about giving the treat. You've got to be that good. And Cher, I know you're getting better, you're working on it, but I want you to think of it as there is
Don't.
An exact point of meeting at which point your hand retracts. So anyway, I've got my vibrating collar, so let me just show this. I guess man doesn't know what this is. All right, so it's like your cell phone.
Ooh.
And it vibrates, and I can control that, so I can go, or I can go. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, look, she's busy over here running game on him. All right, get that. So he's very tolerant. If anything, Carol, he's maybe a little naive about, you know, the fact this dog doesn't like it. All right, so he's waiting for a move on my part. If I look at that platform, that was the precursor. And I think that's the most important thing that we can think of. You know, if you're doing it right, the precursor is your eyes. All right, so I want to get the equipment on the dog and have it be as you know, as just incidental as possible. You know, and if you said you posture with your remote, I'd say, I know. About me. You know, and you do. You are going to do it. So as much as possible, you know, and if you said, well, how do you resolve that? As much as possible, do stuff like this. Dog and training. And I do think maybe that's a function of my, but you know, if you said, well, they see that string, this, that, and I'm sure they do. All right, so even from here, I want to say to myself, you know, let me bring him to the edge of the platform. So this is the starting gate. Yeah, this is the starting one. He's looking for every little ring. Out of that turn, and I want to not get too close. I don't want to get too close. He's going to get sucked into that platform. So I'm adding my pager right there. Watch. Heel. All right, and I can turn him this way. Heel. Watch. Heel. And he throws a little hop in. I didn't reward that for two reasons. Heel. And it probably really doesn't make that much of a difference. If you guys remember the very first episode, I suggested it by dropping my hand. So all I had to do right there was that. And that it reminded him of the suggestion. So what do you think, Pam? He's pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
He's only 6 months.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Carol, I'm going to send you this video, and I think he would be great for what you want. I mean, he's very, he's very tuned in, and you would want to get the collar. And if you wanted to get a little more training, I mean, I can do that too. But he's got a good recall, and secondly, he understands they're fascinating people in the world. He hasn't been jaded by a bunch of people thumping his head and slapping his ribs and doing things, jerking on his collar, doing anything other than, look at how closely he's watching my hands. That was all it needed was, for the suggestion right there was just my arm, arm to move a little bit. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Okay.